DOS wants Auditor General's Department and Integrity Commission to investigate purchase of surgical drill for Bustamante Hospital. Opposition spokesman on health Dr. Alfred Dawes says he will be asking the Auditor General's Department and the Integrity Commission to investigate the purchase of a $31 million neurosurgical drill for the Bustamante Hospital for Children in St. Andrew. According to Dawes, who is also a medical doctor, his investigation into the procurement process for the drill has revealed what he described as obvious corruption and blatant mismanagement taking place in the Ministry of Health. Speaking at a press conference, he divulged what he claimed is evidence of the hijacking of the procurement process, where an internal source determined that a fair price for that drill was $31 million. According to him, the company that won the bid to supply the hospital with the drill had imported two of the same drills months earlier. Dawes further asserted that the company's custom declaration form, which he said was accompanied by an invoice from the manufacturer, revealed that one of the drills was purchased for US $1,600 and an additional 90,000 Jamaican dollars was paid to custom for fees. Additionally, he stated that the drills were not new but refurbished. It cost the company $250,000 to have the drill in Jamaica. Is that $31 million drill at Bustamante Hospital for Children? One of these drills were imported in November last year, Dawes asked. If it is a case where the drill that was purchased from the same company just after two drills were imported is a different drill, what was the justification for paying $31 million for a drill that could have been brought and landed in Jamaica for less than $300,000? Is that a fair price? He further asked. The neurosurgical drill is designed to support critical brain and spinal surgeries in pediatric patients. Chairman of the Southeast Regional Health Authority, Wentworth Charles, in a statement last month, shared that it was the first of its kind in Jamaica and the Caribbean. Describing Dawes, who was publicly voiced concern about the procurement process for the drill, as mischievous, Charles said Thorough engaged in a competitive bid process and three suppliers submitted proposals ranging from as low as approximately $12 million to a high of over $50 million for the supply and delivery of the neurosurgical drill and advanced attachments for it, including a 2-year preventative maintenance service contract. He also said the bids were evaluated by doctors at the Kingston Public Hospital and the Bustamante Hospital for Children, who made their recommendations, which were approved by Thorough. However, Dawes is maintaining that the money spent on the single drill could have been better used to improve resources and infrastructure at hospitals. This is not about politics. This is about the blatant misuse of taxpayers' dollars, he asserted. He added what could have possessed someone to spend $31 million on a drill when they have bought 1,000 of those same drills, when they have been at a CT scanner so babies and children would not lose valuable time and increase their chances of complications and dying if they did a CT scan at Bustamante Hospital rather than going to Kingston Public Hospital to have a scan done.
The company that brought in these drills won the bid to supply the exact same drills to Sarah. It cost the company $250,000 to have that drill in Jamaica. Is the $31 million drill at the Bustamante Hospital for Children one of these drills that were imported in November last year? Yes or no? If it is a case where the drill that was purchased from the same company just after these two drills were imported is a different drill, what was the justification for paying $31 million for a drill that could have been bought and landed in Jamaica for less than 300,000 Jamaican dollars? Is that a fair price, understanding that the same company that won the bid could have brought in a drill for 1,000 times less? I have two files, two dossiers, one addressed to the Auditor General, Mrs. Pamela Monroe Ellis, with the findings of our investigation. The other is addressed to retired Justice Carol Lawrence Beswick, the chairman of the Integrity Commission. We're asking for a fulsome investigation into the procurement process of this neurosurgical drill, and that we see a definitive message being sent and justice being served.
Ford suggests money parents saved by using rural school bus service could buy a Pro Box. Transport Minister Darrell Voss has suggested that the money parents save when their children use the dedicated rural school bus system could buy a Probox motor vehicle. He made the remark during his contribution to the sectoral debate in the lower house. Buses will be operated by the Jamaican Urban Transit Company. Voss noted that the fares paid by the children will be subsidized. He noted that parents, even very poor ones, will be able to find the money to give their children for them to take public transportation to and from school daily. Voss said parents could save up $180,000 a year. The minister said the rural school bus system will be a positive impact on the cost of living for many families.
Currently, the JUTC has a subsidized student fare, which is between $30 and $50 for students, depending on the trip. This is going to be extended to rural Jamaica, which means that the current fare for each student in rural Jamaica, depending on the distance, is between $150 and $300 Jamaican dollars per student per trip. So that will be $300 to $600 per day per student. And we all know that most rural families have more than one child. In some cases, I have the experience of parents coming to me to seek assistance because if not, they have to decide which one of the children look the brightest and invest the money in that, and the rest of them stay home. So in this new dispensation, the fare for a round trip per student will be between 60 Jamaican dollars and $100 per day. You just imagine what that can do in terms of allowing more students to go to school to get the opportunity to get an education. What is going to be even more is that is $3,000 per week in savings. Therefore, that is an 83% reduction. For the school year, the savings can be $60,000 per term by using the rural school bus. For the school year, that is $180,000 a year. I won't advise the parents on how to spend the savings that will come from the rural school bus system, whether it is to buy a Probox or saving for some other aspiration. What is undoubtable is that we are making a tangible impact on the cost of living for rural families across Jamaica that will allow more children to go to school in a safer, more economic way. They deserve it, Mr. Speaker. I don't know how some of them do it.
Put Jamaica first, Peter Phillips tell aspirant politicians. Long-time Member of Parliament for St. Andrew East Central Peter Phillips is urging up-and-coming politicians to respect the ordinary Jamaica through whom the country is built. I want to ensure that we don't waste the sacrifices that have been made by the Jamaican people, that we don't fail to achieve what we can because we allow ourselves to be diverted by partisanship or egoism or self-serving decision-making in the halls of power in the country, he told reporters on Tuesday. The People's National Party PNP representative added, "Put Jamaica and the Jamaican people first in all you're doing." As for what Phillips would be doing after his political career ends, the former Deputy Prime Minister says his plans still include advocating for Jamaicans, a bit in a less hectic way. "I'm going to do whatever I can to help develop the country, share my thoughts, work with students where I can, do some writing," Phillips noted. He continued, "Jamaica has been my cause and remains my cause." To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.